Modernism Week returns this year, and there are lots of special events going on. You can find out all of the information. You get tickets at modernismweek.com. And today, I'm welcoming Anne Serling and Eric Chiel here to the program to talk about their events upcoming during the course of Modernism Week. Welcome to you both.
Well, thank you, Patrick. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for having us.
Now, Eric, tell us a little bit about your participation. I know that you're a longtime resident of the Twin Palms neighborhood, and you're going to be guiding some excursions through there.
I am. Now they're all sold out, but I'm doing 8 tours of Twin Palms, the region's first completed modernist neighborhood, and just a really lovely and architecturally significant destination.
You are connected to Rod Serling to a degree. Tell me about that.
For his last 10 years or 11 years or so, Rod Serling was an instructor of television writing at Ithaca College in upstate New York. And that was my school, my major, and my 4 years were right in the middle of the period that he was teaching there. So I was among his students, as well as his film projectionist for 2 semesters. So that was my connection to him, and it was a wonderful time. He was just so enthralling as a personality, and just sort of broke through the image that people have of him if they know him only from the Twilight Zone.
And that leads us to our next guest, Anne Serling, the daughter of Rod Serling, and she is the author of the book As I Knew Him, and we'll be making a presentation at Modernism Week this year on that. And I know that people will be fascinated by this. In just my reading of various interviews, you paint a very different picture, I think, than the public persona of your dad.
I do. And that was part of the impetus behind writing my book. I wanted to show the public, the people who cared, who he really was, that he was not just this dark and tortured person. He was brilliantly funny and fun, and a great dad. So the presentation is sort of an amalgamation between the personal side of my father and the professional side. I show some snippets of home movies and photos and some of his work, a montage of some of his work, and try to present who he was behind that dark image walking across the MGM soundstage. And of course, what Eric has to bring is also, as he said, the more personal side a little bit too.
Well, and so many of us just know your dad, obviously, from the Twilight Zone and his work in television. Eric, you had a chance to work with him up close and personal, and he was a professor. It's a very different relationship, and I think it's really important for people to get a much more well-rounded view of Rod Serling, who is an icon and a legend. I think it's great to have both of your input, and such a great slice of mid-century America too. It's such a great part of our pop culture history.
It is, and that's really the connection, is the fact that it's neither architecture nor design, which is the mainstay of Modernism Week, but the through line is the fact that Rod Serling grew out of this same culture that gave rise to mid-century modern architecture and design, and so there is a continuity.
Oh, there's so many culture points woven throughout our mid-century architecture and history here in the Coachella Valley. And I think this is going to be a very fascinating presentation. It is Anne Serling, and it's on the 22nd. And I think there are still a few tickets available. And you can go to modernismweek.com. They have all of the tickets, and everything that's still available is accessible, and you can purchase it right online. Thank you both for being here. Real pleasure to speak with you both.
Well, thanks so much, Patrick. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.